Hello, everyone. Happy, amazing Monday. This is Dr. Sharon, educator, author, entrepreneur, and speaker, and compiler and contributing author of Women Who Lead Anthology. I am so excited today. We have one of our phenomenal contributing authors, Miss Crystal Kelly. Crystal, hello and welcome.
Hi, Sharon. How are you? Thank you for having me tonight.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for being here. And so Crystal is the founder of Power of Your Purse. It's a wonderful movement that she has, but I'm going to allow her an opportunity to tell you who Crystal Kelly really is.
Thank you. Well, hello, everyone. Please do forgive me. I lost my voice over the weekend, so I'm a little raspy, a little margish right now. But I am the founder of Power of Your Purse, Straight Talk for Women. Power of Your Purse is a movement that I started that creates several platforms, media, on the radio. There'll be online blogs and TV shows, networking events that I created to bring women together, to share each other's story and to empower each other through each other's knowledge and stories, our success stories. And I started this as a way in order to give a voice and a platform to everyday women that are breaking barriers, starting their own businesses, writing books, and just doing amazing, phenomenal things. And I want to be able to give them a voice. And so that's where Power of Your Purse comes from. Just building a platform to empower, motivate, educate, inspire, and congratulate each other as women.
That is really awesome. And I've been fortunate enough to be a part of several of your ventures, and I'm so excited and grateful for that. So I want to talk first about the empowerment luncheon that you actually hosted in Hartford, Connecticut over the summer. It was so dynamic. And I know that you have something that's coming up that is with that, along that same line. So I first want you to tell us a little bit about your event that you had back in the summer, and then tell us about the event that's coming up.
Okay, yes. So in September, I had the Power of Your Purse networking luncheon. That was our kickoff event, and it was to actually bring women together. I had several panelists there, you, Dr. Sharon, which is a phenomenal person to have. And I had Miss Trisha Brunton, who is the founder of Excel Inc., and that's a women's foundation where she excellence foundation where she empowers high school students and young women to be excellent at whatever they do and to encourage them to go to school. So we had a networking luncheon in order to bring women together, in order to meet other women in the industry, business owners, in education, or starting their own business, just giving them a room to be able to network and meet each other, where as opposed to another venue, they might not have that same opportunity. All of the vendors that I had were women-owned businesses, so they were there representing everything from hair to craft design to boutiques and authors, financial education. So I had a great plethora of women that came together to kind of just share their own story, how they got their start, why they started to do what they do, and to just meet other women and encourage other women that, you know, if you put your mind to it and the work behind it, you can do anything.
Excellent. And this, you actually do this as a dualpreneur. You have a full-time career that you are involved in as well. And my heart is always with the parallelpreneur, because I believe that we got to hustle and grind like none other, because we doing our thing in the morning, in the daytime, and then in the evenings, weekends, we're hustling and grinding for our own passion. So hats off to you for that. So what event do you have that's coming up?
Well, so ever since I started Power of Your Purse, it's concentrated again on the women. I've gotten a lot of comments from the men that's like, what's up with the men? Why you won't do Power of Your Wallet? Or, you know, I just got a lot of feedback from a lot of different men, and it was surprising how how much the men wanted to be involved. I have a friend, his name is Brandon Frame. He is the founder, creative visionary for Black Man Can. And he is a phenomenal young man that has been doing amazing things with his organization, Black Man Can. And his concentration is just raising young kings. And so I contacted him and I said, you know what? Let power of your purse bring the women and you bring the men, and we get the women and the men together to have a powerful conversation about relationships, social injustices, gender roles in the workplace, any and everything that we want to discuss. And I reached out to a couple people. I have a phenomenal panel. And as this thing started coming together, I was like, you know what? This information that we're going to be sharing and discussing is awesome. It's powerful. So this is the Power Circle. So that's what the name of the event is. It's on December 16th. It's the Power Circle. And I'm bringing the women's Tiffany Young, and Shelby Watkins from It's Golden Hair. I have Emerald Sparks coming all the way from Ohio. She's a financial literacy business owner. And Brandon Frame from Black Man Can. I have Michael Mallory coming and Abdul from Dream Chasers. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome event. It's a free event. It's being taped and it's going to be aired later on, but it is part one of a part two, a bigger part two that will be revealed in early 2018. But this Power Circle is the first step in that big reveal. So I'm very excited. I'm very grateful. And I'm just looking forward to this event.
Very good. So now let's transition to Women Who Lead. The anthology, I'm just so excited about the dynamic of women that we have. Just the backgrounds of you ladies it's just amazing. And so I want to talk a little bit about your chapter. And so your title, if you finalize, so we know we have just a few days for finalizing. So if you finalize it, what's your chapter? And then what's the theme of your chapter without giving away too much?
Yes, so the title of my chapter is Life for Me Ain't Been No Crystal Stair. And it is an excerpt from Langston Hughes' poem. And for me, ever since I was a little girl, for some reason, I just cling to his poems, Langston Hughes and Maya Angelou. But that sentence, Life for Me Ain't Been No Crystal Stair, has always, always just meant so much to me because it hasn't. Where you think about crystal, and it's refined, it's shiny, it's clear, it's flawless, but you don't know what it had to go through to get to that stage. That's reflective of my life. And on the outside, I may look polished, I may look like everything is great, but you don't know what I had to go through to get to where I'm at and to get to where I'm going, because I'm still climbing. So I do give an overview of how I started and kind of what changed the direction of my life to actually start giving back and doing for others and kind of putting myself on the back burner. And the little things that I had to go through, verbal abuse, physical abuse, and racism when I lived in California. And through it all, I always get the comments, you look like you make $1 million. You look like nothing's bothering you, or, you're always smiling. And I get comments about that. Like, I get bashed from always smiling, like, oh, she's flirtatious or she's this. So it's not about what's on the outside. It is truly about what's on the inside. So that's why I named the chapter of my the title of my chapter, Life for Me Ain't Been No Crystal Stair.
I love it. I love it. And so with that, and I always ask, because when I saw the vision for this book, I really wanted to touch the lives of younger ladies coming up. That was my vision. I wanted this book to be a message to elementary, middle, high school, college age young ladies that are coming up and knowing that, really, they can really do anything. And that phrase, you can do anything, you hear that, and I heard that, but I didn't believe that. And so what message would you share with those young ladies who may pick up your book, may come to one of our book signings to see where you are now, and they probably will read your obstacles, your challenges, and see how you've overcome them. But what is your message to them as they start on their way?
So, and I've said this when I started, this is what made me start. I looked at a young boy because when I started face-to-face mentoring back in Norfolk, Virginia, at Norfolk State University, and he made the comment that he didn't want to go to college because it wasn't for him and, his background and everything like this. So my message comes from looking at that young boy, and what I said to him is how I live my life. If I can do it, I know you can do it. Because from where I come from, everybody has a story. And I know we always hear, you come from a single parent, I come from a rough neighborhood, but you just don't know. I come from not only just a single parent, I come from a strong Black sister. And she sacrificed everything for me. My mom is 33 years older than me. So she was always the oldest parent, but she taught me to always have faith, no matter what your background is, to always have faith. There wasn't nothing that she told me that I couldn't do. She made nothing out of something. And I didn't even know we didn't have nothing. There was times we were sleeping in the bus station. I didn't even know it wasn't because we didn't have nowhere to stay, because she never made it seem like that. My mom would take 2 cans and a loaf of bread and make a whole dinner, and I would never know it's because we didn't have any food. So I know that if I can do it, make something out of myself from nothing, I know the next person can, because there are no barriers if you put your mind to it, if you have faith in God and you go after your dreams, your aspirations, your passion with all of your heart. No, there's no stopping, because there's no stopping. There's no barriers. There's no ceilings to what God can do for you. So that's how I live my life. And that's how I encourage other people, because I know what I've come from. I know. I was the 7th child, the only survivor. The other 6 didn't make it. So yes, if I can do it, the next person can do it too. And if I can help you get to the next level, if I could just talk to you to encourage you to get to the next step in your life, I'm here for it. That's what Power of Your Purse is all about. Like, I'm here for it. I want to talk to you, with you. I want to learn from you. You learn from me. Let's build this industry. Let's break barriers. Let's do this. That's where my motivation and my encouragement comes from. So if I could do that for the next person by sharing my story, then I'm here for it. That's how I live. That's the message that I give the next person. Trust in yourself, believe, have faith, and never let nobody tell you that you can't do it.
That is so powerful. And I just cannot wait until this book is published. And I know for a fact, without a doubt, that you have impacted and touched someone's life just by this little interview right here today, because you've touched and impacted me. So I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just, first of all, blessed that we connected. And so,
yes,
and you have to tell our friend Colin to say thank you, because he's really the one that connected us.
Yes.
So I just see it as a divine connection. And I just feel totally connected to you. And so I appreciate you. Your heart is pure. Your intentions are pure. And I'm just all to support you in all that you do. So I truly appreciate you. And I'm so glad that you are part of this journey.
Me too. Thank you so much for including me. I feel abundantly blessed to have met you and to be on this journey with you. And you don't even know that you are such an encouragement and a motivation to me. And I thank you for that, you know?
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I know you're in the midst. You are one busy lady, so you're like just the one thing doing another one. So I just appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview, because you don't know how you've impacted people just by this interview that you had. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to allow you to say goodnight, and then I'll close.
All right. Thank you. Good night, everybody. And I hope that you pick up the book, Women Who Lead Anthology, January 2018.
Absolutely. And guys, please subscribe with us at womenwholeadanthology.com. Crystal Kelly is one of the contributing authors. So make sure, and Crystal, we didn't tell them how they can find you. So please give your contact information.
Yes, please look me up on Instagram. That's where I mostly live nowadays. So at Power of Your Purse. You can find me there. Find me on Facebook at Power of Your Purse, or you can email me at powerofyourpurse.st4w@gmail.com. The ST4W is Straight Talk for Women. That is also the URL for my website, powerofyourpurse-st4w.com.
Very good. All right, guys, you heard it here. This has been Dr. Sharon, educator, author, entrepreneur, and speaker, just saying thank you so much for joining us, whether you're watching us live or if you're watching the replay. Get our book, Women Who Lead Anthology. It will be out January 2018. So have a good night. Thank you all.